Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, then hi. I got this kit. I got it very, very cheap. I think I paid about £4 for it. And I just want to see if it kind of led up to the hype, you know, because I've seen Nerdy Crafter. Yes, Nerdy Crafter do these, and she has actually got her own kit. And I've watched, overwatched. These are bigger versions of the giant teddy bears. Um, Darren and Kayleen, Wombat and Bubbles. I'll pop the channel in the description box. I might, if I can find the video, I'll put that in too. Blooming awesome. Now, in this kit, you get 2 bears, 2 clips, 5 paints, 2 paper plates, a teeny tiny couple of sticky pads, a spoon, a paintbrush, and 2 cups. Oh, and some jump rings. Now, I looked at the actual sticky pads and thought, oh, maybe it's to stick them onto the paper pad. Now, I thought maybe it'd be better if I hang them, so I'm going to try both options. This is a candle holder. The black thing I've just shown you is to hang your little witchy pot. I don't know what it's called. Cauldron, that's it. Full of your wax in, and you put a candle on the metal plate at the bottom, and you just hang the thing above it. It's cute. And yeah, it's definitely cute. I like it. I do like gothy, witchy type stuff. And the first one, I'm going to do it on that hanging thing in this tray because I want to keep what paint is left to make some skins from. So I'm going to pop these into like a ring pour, dirty pour, whatever you want to call it, and slowly pour them over the top. And use the spoon to pick up excess to get the bits and bobs that you can't quite get to. Now I will be taking it off the hook first just to do the underside because that's a tricky area to get. If you're pouring downwards, you ain't going to get the underwards. Does that even make sense? Oh, gold. Geez, sometimes I wonder if my mind is actually working. So yeah, I've gone into the crotch area. Yes, I have said it. Thank you to my members. I am so appreciative of you all. Thank you for being here. So here I am pouring it. It's a messy job, but it's fun. It really is fun. And I maybe didn't use a lot of paint, or maybe not enough paint, but I just thought, well, I don't want to waste it because I can use it for something else. What I didn't realise is there's actually quite a lot of paint in there. So, it wouldn't have mattered. I could have just made a huge skin. That would have been nice. But at the moment, it is still wet, and I did this a day ago. Yeah, I'd say a day ago. So I'm scooping up the paint, and I didn't use all 5 paints. I only used the gold, not the silver on this one. I just thought it would be too much to have 2 twinkly sets. Because it is a bit glittery. Well, I'd say it's a bit glittery. And I have just looked at these paints and thought, oh, did I actually remember to actually shake them up first? And I have no idea. I can't remember. I think I did. But anyway, if you get one of these kits, remember to shake it first. So I was using the spoon to try and scoop it up, but it wasn't working very well. So I got my trusty little scraper tool from a resin and just used that instead and just, tapped it nicely in places where it hadn't reached and poured it into places where I thought it would still pour down nicely. And you do end up losing some of the marbling on this, but you do get a nice coverage. At least I thought it was a nice coverage. Now, I have done paint pouring over the top of stuff before, but this is like a really, really, really cheap, nasty plastic. And when I say cheap, it's like ugh, milk bottle type material. You know, that really thin plastic, but a little bit harder, so it's not squishy. And I thought I had got all of the teddy bear. Um, and oh my God, this teddy bear is cute. It really is cute. And I am getting covered in paint, and I don't care. I like paint. It's very therapeutic to get messy. And the rest of it, I'm just going to leave to stay in the red tray. Because when this red tray, well, when it dries in the red tray, when I peel it away, the other side is dead shiny. Now, I did notice that I'd lost a lot of the gold. So I just went straight in with a bottle and just shoved it all on top. And that works just as well. I could have just done that in the first place. But I don't know. It's still fun. Do I think this kit is worth it? You get a fair bit. Admittingly, I only paid about £4 because it was on sale, and I think it was the range in UK. I'm almost certain it was the range. Now, I did happen to notice they'd got a giant teddy bear, and I was umming and ahhing. It was going to be 20 quid for this teddy bear, and the kids were going to get it me for Mother's Day, and I couldn't make my mind up whether I wanted it or not. So, months later, I decided, well, yeah, it's about 2 months later, I decided we'll have pens instead. So I let them get me some pens. And then I noticed they'd got a unicorn. And I'm not impressed because I would have had that in a heartbeat. You all know I've got a thing about unicorns, and I would have done that. So this is number 2. So I thought, right, we'll stick it on here. And I just realised the sticky tape's not quite close enough. But it worked. It stood up. It didn't fall over. That was good. But my worry was, am I going to cover the feet at the bottom where the sticky tape's there? That concerned me because I thought, well, if it's on the sticky tape, there's no way it's going to get covered. So I went with it. I put the colours in a different order, completely forgot what order they were supposed to be in, and then I decided to make this weird stripe line in it. I don't know why, don't ask me why. No idea. I probably thought I was doing a bloom in resin, I don't know. Brain wasn't working. And I also added some purple unicorn spit. Yeah, unicorn spit that Janet sent me. It's a gorgeous colour. It really is. But it was very heavy compared to that paint. So you probably saw it lumped and just sort of like fell. It didn't pour, it fell. But as I'm moving it around and faffing about with this paint just to get it all covered, it mushed in with the rest of the colours, and oh my God, it's a beautiful colour. It does take over, but I don't care. It's just gorgeous. It's purple and it's glittery and it's like, oh, look at it. It's just delicious. If colours were delicious, this would be the most delicious one. It's beautiful. Oh God, I love it. It's just beautiful. And I did think maybe it was too heavy for the rest of the paints. I thought it was dragging some of the colour off. But actually, it's better paint than the actual pouring paint. And the rest of this paint will go in that tray as well. And I'm trying to cover as much as I can. And I'm just looking at that thinking, them feet aren't going to be covered at all. And you can tell the purple's well and truly took over. But again, purple, sparkly, gorgeousness. It's just, oh, scrummy. So I'm faffing a lot here, just trying to get those little bits that I can see blobbed. And I thought, can I turn this slightly upside down without it falling off? We shall see. because I wanted to see if I'd actually got between the crotch area. And I'm trying to shove the paint right underneath the feet and thinking, not quite sure here, not quite sure. So, yeah, I'm gonna scrape it all into there. Oh, I forgot I actually put a little bit on that one. I do apologise, my memory is pants. And I just left it to just splodge wherever it felt like it. And I should have thought, because I'm actually looking at it now, thinking they don't look right compared to what I'm seeing on screen. I had forgot that yes, I put purple on it. So one's more purple than anything else, but it is pretty. I'm just not keen on the coverage. I think the paint is a little bit meh. I don't think it's thick enough. I don't know what they've mixed it with. It says pouring paint, but I don't know what medium they've mixed it down with. It's very thin. But I've got nearly 3/4 of a bottle of each bottle. That don't even make sense. And I am going to use it again. I just might add a bit of PVA glue to it, just so it makes it a bit more thicker and more sticky. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. So now I'm just faffing with the paint that's left over in the tray, because I want to make it into like a square, but I also want to kind of manipulate it by putting in some little swirly whirlies, and I don't know why I bothered, because, well, it's like resin. Paint does what it feels like. Although looking at it right now, other than it being a bit wet still, it's going to take forever. It's very pretty. It's very sparkly and galaxy. But then I did throw a little bit of glitter on top of it as well. Because, glitter. Why not? So you can see I'm faffing and I'm just moving it around the tray. What I want to do is get it into the corner, then make it into sort of a square, so I can have more surface area rather than just being a big flat messy blob in the middle. And kind of just moving it around to where I need it to be, and basically faffing and having a right old time, because I was really enjoying it. And this scraper tool is brilliant because I could just make it into any shape I wanted. And I do apologise if you just heard my stomach growl. That was very loud. Um, and I don't like wasting anything. If you've been with me long enough, you know that by now. If I can use something again, I will do, because I am that tight and broke. So now it's time to fit the jump rings and yeah, what did I call them? Clips, that's it. Clips are pretty strong actually. I thought they'd be quite cheap and nasty, but I'm quite heavy-handed and I haven't broken them. So they're decent. Now, I did try and use my acrylic paint marker to make the eyes and nose pop out a bit more, but again, it doesn't stay on very well. I have to adjust how I do it. In fact, I use something completely different, and I still don't think that worked. So with the jump rings, you always twist, never pull. If you pull them, it just sprags them open and makes them all weird, and they don't work properly ever again. If you twist them, then they fit perfectly back together again when you twist them back. I really could have done with using my other big pliers, because those thin needle nose ones really are a bit of a struggle to hold on to at the minute. I think it's because the handle's so small. So as you can see, total professional. I was off camera, but again, twist, never pull, and it works a treat. And I'm just squeezing them a bit together because I hadn't quite got there. So that pen, it didn't show up very well at all. It, I don't know. Mostly my acrylic markers will mark on absolutely anything. Paper, card, plastics, resin, wood, you name it, I've tried to draw on it because that's just me. But that it just kept coming off, and I just thought, no, I don't like that. So I used a permanent marker instead, and it's not brilliant, but it is better than the actual acrylic marker. But I did have to dab rather than draw. I weren't impressed with that. I think I don't know, if the paint was thicker, it might have worked. I don't know. Maybe it's just the plastic because it's cheap. But are they cute? Yes. Would I buy it again? Also, yes. Because I could also use these teddy bears for something else completely. And that's quite a possibility. Because they are like bag charms, but I don't know. I think I could use them for something else. I really do. I might cut the hook off the top. So, was it worth the money I paid? Definitely. Is it brilliant? No. Was it fun? Absolutely. If you like what you see, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Please give me a thumbs up and let me know if you want me to do another kit of some sort. I do have a couple of kits, so watch your space if you do. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.